I've learned a lot from watching Bigger Pockets and listening to different real estate podcasts, and one of the things that they talk about is having money in reserves for if something happens or when something happens, because it's not if, it's just when. So I'm down here in my basement, and I'm gonna show you around a little bit, but I had an issue with my furnace. Come to find out, the furnace is 21 years old. It's pretty dang old. And so was the AC unit. So they're both dated 2003. So they had a good run, 21 years. It's a long time for those systems to be working. But unfortunately, I had to put in a new system, and it cost me a little bit of money. So here's the new the new furnace in here, and it's a Lennox. I did do a lot of research. They added these exhaust pipes here, one for in and out, and they go right outside here. Previously, it was tapped into the chimney and going up and out for the exhaust. The only system that's left going out of the chimney, because this place was built in the 40s, is this last water heater right here that's going out. And I guess the one thing I learned is that only a certain amount of combustible gases are allowed down here, and it has to be let out. It has to be an exhaust. So that was one of the things. This one has a power exhaust. And then another thing that they did was, for some reason, this ream, it's pretty new. I don't remember the name, the date on this, but it had like a QR code, so it's got to be relatively new. It only had the one, I think, intake. So the company that came, they added this exhaust as well. So now it doesn't take as much air here in the basement to make it safe. So that's one of the things that I learned as well. Now they did a really good job running the AC line in here, condenser line, all like really nice and neat. Did a good job. So that's the replacement furnace. And be sure to change these every 1 to 3 months. They might say every 6 months, but with these 1-inch vents here, it really makes the air a lot more breathable. So that's something that they recommended. So that's something I'm going to start doing moving forward. So here is the new Lennox HVAC, or the AC unit. Like I said, the furnace is the heating and ventilation piece of it, but this is the new aircon unit, brand new 2024. This one is 2005, so I'll be changing this one out soon, and probably match it so it looks a lot more clean. But yeah, just some of the improvements I've been doing here at my duplex. One of the things that a lot of people suggest is having a reserve for these unexpected expenses. And there's a couple of things that I have used. And one is I have a personal line of credit, which has a lower interest rate and simple interest than if you were to use a credit card. And then another is I have a HELOC on this property because I'm owner occupant. So that is tied to the property, and I've used some of that to help pay down the property faster. And then the other thing I have is a 0% Chase Business Inc. preferred card that's got a nice limit on it and 0%. So I went ahead and used that, and then I'll just pay the minimum on that for the next year. And then right before that comes due, I'll pay in full. So these are just some of the methods I've used for financing some of the projects that I do around here to help with the forced appreciation. I knew these systems were going to go out sooner or later, so I'm glad that I replaced it now, especially before we move into another multifamily property. So there you have it. Some of the things that I had to do recently when the HVAC system went out. And one of the things that's good about that is I don't have to worry about it moving forward. There's a warranty on those systems. And then, my wife's vacuuming in the background. And it also helps with that forced appreciation. Anytime you make improvements on a property, it's going to increase the amount that property is worth. And so I'm happy to do that. And then, like I said, the last thing I'll do is replace that AC unit before we move out of the area. Thanks for watching.